Hi, today I'm talking about how mood relates to inflammation. So many of you may be familiar with the concept of intestinal permeability, i.e. leaky gut, and how when you have a leaky gut, you don't make appropriate levels of serotonin. This is because about 70 to 90% of your serotonin is made in the gut. So when those cells are compromised and they're not functioning appropriately, you don't make your serotonin. And this is a major cause of mood disorder in people with leaky gut. However, what was really interesting to me is that I've been diving in deeper and learning how any inflammation that exists in the body actually shunts serotonin, actually shunts tryptophan, which is the precursor to serotonin, away from serotonin and melatonin production to more oxidized molecules and oxidants, which then lead to more inflammation. It creates a cycle essentially where inflammation leads to more inflammation and depletes the substrate to make serotonin and melatonin. So this is going to further affect mood and actually sleep as well. So it's really important to minimize inflammation, and one of the best ways to do that is to work on healing leaky gut, as well as minimizing oxidants or toxins that we either ingest or are exposed to. So this is going to be a key theme. Phytonutrients, so things with a lot of deep color like blues and reds and greens in our food are antioxidants. So it all comes back to the gut and what we're putting in the gut and what kind of bacteria we're feeding in the gut. Interestingly, there was a study that was done on medical students that volunteered for this, by the way, where they were injected with LPS, which is lipopolysaccharide endotoxin. Also, it's a marker of gram-negative bacteria because it exists in the outer membranes of the gram-negative bacteria. And so, in essence, they were mimicking leaky gut because that's what happens when the gut's leaky. These intestinal organisms can seep through and cause problems. So they injected these students with LPS and then looked at brain scans, MRIs, where they were able to see decreased activity in the insula and anterior cingulate gyrus. These areas, when their activity is decreased, correlate to depression, fatigue, low motivation, decreased sense of intentionality, and actually dopamine levels also went down. So dopamine is how we receive reward and is very much involved in our mechanism of engaging and then receiving reward. So all this to emphasize that mood is not this thing that is beyond our control. We don't have to be on antidepressants. We really need to heal the gut and lower inflammation within the body. And I know that sounds simple, but it's true. And so I really encourage you that if you are suffering from mood disorders of any kind, or just feeling low, it probably relates to your levels of inflammation and gut health, and emphasizing how important it is to get the help that you need to work with the appropriate people that can help support you on that journey to lowering inflammation and healing the gut. I hope this helps.